Screen is visible or not? Okay, students, today we will start from the
Yes, sir.
properties of
Mhm.
mechanical properties of solid. This is the second slide. Okay, let's start. Hooke's law. Elastic limit. What is elastic limit? What is elastic limit? The maximum stress within the body, within body, which the body regain to its original shape and size. That the object uh, who is a body regain its original size and shape after remove the deforming force is called the elastic limit. If the stress is developed, if the stress is developed in a body and exceed its elastic limit, then it will not get the initial shape and size completely, even after removing the deforming force. Hooke's law. Hooke's law.
Once for the previous page.
Hooke's law. Robert Hooke, a English physicist, in 1676 performed an experiment on spring and found that the elongation, the change in length, elongation that means the change in length produced in a body is proportional to the applied force, is proportional to the its applied force and load. Okay, the change of length is produced in a body is proportional to the its applied force. Okay, statement. Hooke's law states that within elastic limit, that's this three word is very important. Within elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to the strength. Within elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to the strength. What is elastic limit? Stress is proportional to the strength, and like this is called the proportional side. How much we given the stress, and stress is same as according to the given stress. I think so you may know what is stress and what is strain. In the previous slide we have shown that what is stress and strain. Okay, what is stress? Stress is force per unit area and strain is change of length by original length. If any student any doubt in previous slide, then they will go to the YouTube and the further division. Okay, next. Stress is, if you omit the proportional sign, you have to include a constant term. Okay, so stress is equals to constant into strain. That is, we can write stress is equals to stress by strain is constant. Stress by strain is constant. Okay, next. So this constant is K, and K is called the proportionality constant, that also known as the modulus of rigidity. I also repeat here. Okay, this K is proportionality constant and it is also called the modulus of elasticity. Unit of modulus of elasticity. SI unit, Newton per meter square. CGS unit, dyne per centimeter square. Okay, dimension M L to the power minus 1 T to the power minus 2. And MCQ, Hooke's law states that elastic limit stress is dash directly proportional, inversely proportional, equal, and none of this. It will be
Sir,
directly proportional.
number 8.
Okay. The statement is like this. Hooke's law states that the elastic limit, in a elastic limit, the stress is directly proportional to the strain. Okay. Next. Dimensional formula. Dimension formula of rigidity of elasticity. What will be? M L to the power minus 1 T to the power minus 2. It will be option C.
C.
Stress and strain curve. The behaviors of a wire under increasing load The behaviors of a wire under increasing load, the relation between stress and strain for a given material can be found experimentally under the tensile stress. Consider a long wire fixed to an original support, and other is stress suspended to increasing load. Like this is strain and strain curve. Okay, this is stress and strain curve. Okay, this is the graph. From origin to a graph is a straight line. From origin to graph a line is a straight line. Okay, from origin to a, it will be a straight line. Okay, shown that this is the proportional stress is proportional to the strain. I think that there is no doubt, students. In this point, this is called a to 0 to a, this is called the elastic limit. That is experiment held on within the elastic limit. Okay, that's we say that the figure shown that the stress is directly proportional to the strain. Okay, so in this graph, the 0 to a, 0 to a is the straight line. That's mean that 0 to a, it show that the within this experiment form in the elastic limit. Next, here a point is the proportional limit, and this a to b curve is not proportional, not a straight line, so it show that the stress and strain not proportional. From a to b, the stress and strain is not proportional, but if the load is removed, the body regain to its original dimension. Okay, if the a is removed, the object body is removed to its original dimension. Okay, here the point b is called EL point. This b point is called the EL point or elastic limit. The corresponding the stress is called the yield strength. The stress is called the yield strength. Next, from BD, from B to D, when the load is removed, say at point C, the body not regain of its original dimension. Okay, and this material is said to be the set, permanent set OO prime. Okay, that's I am saying again this 0 to O, the graph show that this is the within this performance held on the within elastic limit. Okay, and A to B, it's not the proportional, but when the body's weight is removed, the force deforming force is removed, the object came back to its original position. Okay, the object regain its original position. But when B to D point, if after withdrawing the force, after withdraw the deforming force, the object will not come back its original shape and dimension. Okay, okay, students. And the point D on the graph is ultimate tensile stress of the material. Beyond the point D, even it's reduced to applied force, additional stress is produced, the fixture occur on point E. The point E is called the breaking point. The point E is called the breaking point. Next, if a large deforming force occur when within elastic limit and breaking point, the material is ductile. Example, copper, silver, gold, etc. If a small deforming force occurs between the elastic limit and breaking point, the object material is brittle. That is glass, etc. MCQ. The extension began to increase even within any increase or in load or stress. The wire is said to be, what is? Reason? The extension began to increase even within any increase in load or stress. The wire is said to be what? It will be L point. The straight line, stress and stress curve represent which one? Straight line. What represent? Within elastic limit. Within elastic limit. Next, the properties of material which allow to them to drawn into thin wire and sheet beyond the elastic limit without reports. It's called rupture. Is called. It's called this one. Ductility. Next, the properties of delay to regain of its original shape and size after removing the deforming force is known as elastic after effect. That's why we consider when we deform a force like this. This is the body where we are trying to deform it and we are trying to bend of the object. After we draw the force, the bent object it came back to its original shape and size. And how much time taken to come back its original shape and size? This phenomenon is called the elastic after effect. This phenomenon is called the elastic after effect. Elastomer and elastic
Sir,
module.
sir,
Next. The substance which can stress to have the large value of strain is called the elastomer. What is elastomer? The substance which can stress to have large value of strain is called the elastomer. This figure shown the stress strain curve of the elastic tissue. Okay, curve of elastic tissue and natural rubber, synthetic rubber, etc. Tissue of artery, large blood carrying the vessel from the heart. Okay, next. The graph is given. This is stress and this is strain. Okay, stress is large but strain is low. Stress strain curve for the elastic tissue of the just a minute. The stress and strain curve for the elastic tissue of aorta present in the heart. Note that although the elastic region is very large, the material does not obey the Hooke's law over the mass of this region. Secondly, there is no well-defined plastic region. The substance like tissue of aorta, rubber, etc. Okay. The substance like tissue of aorta and rubber, etc. which can stress the causes large strain is called the elastomer. If question asks give a example of elastomer, the aorta, rubber, etc. You can say. Okay. Next, breaking stress. Okay, what is breaking stress? The breaking stress of a wire is the maximum stress at which the wire is breaks. The breaking stress of a wire is the maximum stress at which the wire break. Okay, breaking stress is the breaking force by area cross section. Stress, you can say that this is force by area, and breaking stress is will be breaking force by area cross section. Breaking stress depend on only the nature of the material of the wire. Second one, it is independent of the length or cross section of the wire. It is independent the length and cross section of the wire. Next, a very long wire suspended vertically may break due to its own weight. The maximum length of the wire that can be hang without breaking under its own weight. I am also repeating here. A very long wire suspended vertically may be break due to its own weight. Okay, next, the maximum length of the wire that can be hang without breaking under its own weight. Okay, this can be happened. Second, the breaking stress mg by, it will be area. So what will be mg equals, what is the m is the volume into density, and al is the volume and rho is the density. So you can write this will be a, so finally it will be l rho g. So breaking stress l equals to breaking stress by rho g. Elastic fatigue. What is elastic fatigue? When the body is suspended to a repeated stress, even within the elastic limit, it becomes weak since it loses its elastic property due to some extension and temporary. This is called the elastic fatigue. I am repeating again. When a body is subjected a repeated stress means we are exerted force and we are drawing the force. That is a rubber, taken a rubber, and we are doing like this. Okay, repeatedly doing this, and even within the elastic, with this phenomena is happening within, it is in a rubber, like this is the rubber. Okay, this is the rubber, we are repeating like this. Okay, and this phenomenon is doing within elastic limit. Okay, and it's became weak after doing some time. Okay, and its loss is property to extend is temporary. Okay, and this is called the elastic fatigue. Is it clear, students? Next, maximum stress the wire, which option is, it is called breaking stress. Next, the substance that can be stressed to a large value are called as, which one? Large value is called as elastomer. Large value of strength. Large value of strength. Next, if the elastic region is quite large, the material, which one? Which one is not obey? Hooke's law not obey. If the elastic region is quite large, material does not obey the Hooke's law, like this. This is not for the graph of the Hooke's law. This is the graph of elastomer. That's the stress is large. Stress is large. Next, the ratio of stress and strain is called modulus of elasticity. Modulus of elasticity. Next, Young modulus of elasticity. Young modulus of elasticity. Reason, elastic moduli. The ratio of stress and strain is called the modulus of elasticity. Type of modulus of elasticity, it will be Young modulus. Second, deforming in the length. Bulk modulus. deforming in volume, and modulus of rigidity. It will be deforming of its shape, that is area. I also repeat, modulus, the type of moduli of elasticity, it will be modulus, Young modulus. Why? This is deform of the length. This phenomena happen on the length. Second one, bulk modulus. This phenomena happen on the volume. Second one, modulus of rigidity. It's happen on the deforming in the shape. The Young modulus why? Perform Young. It is the ratio of the longitudinal stress to the longitudinal strain within the elastic limit. What is longitudinal stress and what is longitudinal strain? We have studied in the previous slide. Okay, this is the ratio of the longitudinal stress to the longitudinal strain. Okay, so longitudinal stress by strain, and like this, this is the length A and the area cross section is A. Okay, the force is applied on the body. The force is applied on the body. This is F. This is F. The force is applied on the body. This is F. Okay, and after applying the force, the object change in length. This is delta L. Due to the stressing force of the length of the wire changed by delta L. Okay, Young modulus Y. Okay, this figure is clear to everyone. I also repeat here, the original length of the object is L and area cross section is A. After applying the force F to the downward, the object is extend and the extension is delta L, so it will be the change of length. And to what is the final length? L plus delta L. Okay, next, longitudinal stress F by area, and it will be extend delta L by L, change of length by original length. So Y equals to stress by strain, L stress by L strain. So it will be F by A by delta L by L. Okay, then F by L by A into delta L. If the force is applied on a wire of radius R by hanging load of mass M, like this, A equals to pi r square. If the object changes radius, then the area of cross section of the wire, it will be pi r square. R is the radius. Okay, so mg by pi r square. What is the final value? mg L by pi r square into delta L. Okay, this is the Young modulus for the long strand wire. So unit, what will be unit? Newton per meter square or Pascal. CGS, diameter per centimeter square. Dimension formula also m L to the power minus 1 T to the power minus 2. MCQ, the unit of the Young modulus of elasticity are Newton per meter square, Newton per meter cube, Newton, it will be Newton per meter square. Okay. Next, the dimension formula of Young modulus of elasticity, it will be m L to the power minus 1 T to the power minus 2. Okay. Next, the Young modulus of the wire depend on acceleration due to gravity, length, area cross section, material of the wire, vision, material of the wire. Determination of Young modulus of a material wire, modulus of the material of the wire, like this. This is the experiment. Okay students, is there any doubt up to this? Okay, this is the experiment. This is the reference wire and the meter scale, and this is the vernier scale connected with there, and this weight is variable and this is fixed, and this is also the experimental wire. Okay. Determination of Young modulus of a material of the wire. To find the Y, we know that Y equals to mgl by pi r square into delta L. Consider two wire tie at the rigid support end. Okay. Consider two metallic plate connected to the wire P and Q. Fixed load is supported on the reference wire and variable load is applied on the experimental wire to remove the possible kink from the wire. Determination of the wire Young modulus for the material of the wire. To main scale, M is fixed. What is main scale? This is reference given as the main scale is M. Main scale. Main scale is fixed to the reference of the wire. Next, A is the vernier scale attached to the pointer to the bottom of the experimental wire Q. Okay. And this is the weight placed in the plumb exerted downward force and stretch the experimental wire under the tensile stress. The elongation of the wire is measured by the vernier arrangement. The elongation of the wire is measured. That is, elongation means the length of the wire is measured by the vernier arrangement. Next, the reference wire is used to compensate for any change in length that may occur due to the change in room temperature. Since any change in length of the reference wire due to the temperature, the change will be accompanied by equal change of experimental wire. Okay. Next, the both reference and experimental wire are given in initial small loaded to keep the vernier stress and vernier wire reading is noted. Okay. The both reference and experimental wire is given to the initial small length to keep the wire strength and the vernier reading is noted. Next. Now the experimental wire is gradually loaded. This load is variable is given one by one to bring it under the tensile stress and the vernier reading is noted again. Okay. The difference between two vernier reading given the elongation produced in the wire. Next, the typical experimental arrangement to determine the Young modulus of the wire, modulus of the material of the wire under the tension is shown in figure. It consists two long strength wire, the same length and equal radius suspended side by side for a fixed point supported. Then the wire is called the reference A point in the shown in previous slide. A is the called the reference wire carried a millimeter and main scale M and a plane is placed on the weight on a weight. Okay. The wire B is called the experimental wire of the uniform area cross section. Also carried a plumb in which shown in figure weight it can be placed. The vernier V is attached to the pointer at the bottom of the experimental wire B. The weight placed in the plane exerted a downward force that stretches the experimental wire under the tensile stress. Next, the elongation of the wire is measured by the which material? Vernier arrangement, and the reference wire is used to compensate for any change of length that may be occurred due to the change in room temperature. Okay. Next, the both reference and experimental wire are given in initial and small loaded to keep the wire straight line and vernier reading is noted. Now the experimental wire is gradually loaded and more weight to bring under the tensile stress and vernier reading is to noted again. Same as in previous. The difference between two vernier reading is used to elongation produced in the wire. Let R and L be the initial radius of experimental, okay, and M is the mass that produces the elongation delta L, and the force applied is mg, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. From we can say y equals to F by F delta L by L, and what is the F? F equals to mg, F equals to mga like this, and A equals to pi r square, so it will be mgl by pi r square into delta L. This is the experimental. Elongation of the wire due to its own weight. Like this, the object is hanging, so we have to take the length is half of its length when the object is elongated of its own weight. So for calculation, for solving the numerical, we have to take the half of the weight. As the object is uniform length, so the center of mass, it will be on its center. On its center means if the length is L, the center of mass is consist L by 2, okay. So it will be like this. So delta L equals to FL by 2 into AY. So AL equals to mg by 2AY. Since m is the mass of the density, m is the mass. Sorry, m is equals to mass and volume. So it will be AL into D. So if we put this here, so we will get ALD GL by AY. So it will gives us delta L is equals to L square dg by 2y. Okay students, that's for today.